There we go.
Oh, hey. Oh, hey, welcome. Welcome, everyone. It's Wednesday nights, 6 o'clock. You know what that means. It's Elevate to Greatness with Nick Lippitt. Jeez, that's a good start. All day I've been like that. Nick Lippitt, you know his name. Where we help you grow and scale your business whilst avoiding costly mistakes. We're going to get into some cool stuff today. We're going to talk about more about the event that we have coming up in my motherland. We're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about something that Nick and Rachel have been doing a lot over the past couple of weeks: training and onboarding. Why does that matter? How to do it the right way, and how the right process can create better people, better culture, better performances. All things we want. We've been running around like crazy. It's like it's July still around here at Rocky Mountain Outdoor Living. He's all over the place. I just sent him a video of a house that wanted a pool that still doesn't have a pool, so we're going to stock those people. We'll talk about that later. Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Nick Lippitt lair, it's Nick Lippitt.
Oh, Darby. Did you go knock on that door?
I think it's different people. I saw a car pull up and it wasn't
Douglas
her.
County assessors would tell you if it's different people or not.
Yeah, I mean there ain't nothing back there. It's just grass. So
Yeah, I've been by there a few times, and every time it was just meh.
I know every time you send me a video, like, hey, there's still not a pool back here.
There's still not a pool back here for
Yeah.
sure.
So we'll keep working on
Um, yeah, man, what happened to summer? Like, I feel like I'm in Seattle. It was 50 degrees today, and there's no sunshine.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's shocking. I know it's April 1st, and this is really normal. However, I don't like it.
Yeah, we're spoiled.
I don't like it one bit. I had to put socks on today because I was cold. And and that didn't go over well either.
No,
So,
no, no, no.
well, happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy hump day. We are halfway through the week, even though there's no halfway through the week for most of us at Rocky Mountain Outdoor Living because we work 7 days a week. But I do like working on the weekends because I get to like work on all the behind the scenes stuff and not have to worry about like all of the operations, like day-to-day stuff, which is always helpful. But um, Darby, how many jobs do we have on the board right now?
Oh man, it's
Is
you were
a
just saying.
shitload number?
I think if shitload or is fuck ton a number.
You can't say that.
All right, that's why I
You're
whisper it.
the
You can
host.
whisper it.
It's
You
not
can
your
whisper it.
show.
Whispering, it's fine. You can whisper whatever you want. It's okay. But yes, it's very full. I mean, we were talking about it today, like looking about where we can fit some jobs in, talking about, we had some people in today in the showroom talking about a deck project, which was cool. And we're kind of talking about where we can fit that in. And I mean, if permitting were on top of things, we'd be flying even faster, but they're
Uh,
not helpful.
Let's
yeah.
clarify that when you say that, you're not referring to me and my permitting
I'm not talking about our
skills.
permitting department. I'm talking about the counties and municipalities, state of Colorado. That's what I'm talking about. No, not you. You showed you. And I'll tell you this right now: if you have people in your organization who know things, let them show off what they know to clients when they're around. Because like today, we had these people in, and I was saying some things about some things, and Rachel was like, "No, that's not the right thing. Stop saying that thing. That's not the right thing." And she came in and told them the right thing, and it just shows like they're like, "Man, you guys have answers for everything. You guys know." So it's always if you have people in your organization that can help you get better information to your people, it's just such a huge asset. So it was really cool to see that. And Rachel knows more about permitting than the permitting people do. So if you have people you can utilize that way, definitely do it. It makes you look good.
For sure. Man, these permit people, if I catch them out of the office, it's a good day for us.
Uh, yeah, they're
Dude, they're
pretty
just
tough on
like
the phone.
most of them are super helpful and like they want to help you succeed and they want to help you build your projects and they want to help you work with your clients. Uh, However, some of them just like have their head up their ass. Like I think it's like every once in a while you get an officer who you're like, he was the kid in the corner at school. You either become a police officer or you become a plans reviewer or an inspector for the city.
Oh my
The
God.
other thing, and it's so true, dude, all these guys, they're contractors that didn't make it and they're all pissed off. And
Yeah.
so we're just like going to make it absolutely miserable. I talked to this guy today. I'm trying to get this permit, and he was like, "Yeah, it's not going to happen." And I said, "Okay, can you tell me why?" And he's like, the whole you're missing 100% of the electrical part of this permit." I said, "Well, like what?" And he's like, "I need specific schematics of grounding. I need specific schematics of existing panels. I need specific schematics on how you're going to get from one panel to the next panel." And I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Is that just like something that Arapahoe County requires?" And he's like, "No." I said, "Weird." I said, "Well, we've installed 13 pools already in 2026, and every one of them came with a permit, and nobody asked for that information.
Right.
And um, we have like 12 more to go in, and yours is the one holding all these up. And none of those are asking for this information. So I just assumed it was something that you required." And he's like, "You're telling me that your applications are basically copy and paste?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, they shouldn't be." I said, "Why not? You just told me that this is not information that's only specific to Arapahoe County. So if that's the case, then 100% it should be copy and paste." And
Correct.
such a douchebag. And I call his boss like once a week, and then he becomes such a dick. And he was like, "Yeah, based on the permits and the history, we figure that this is going to take a while for you guys." And I said, "What
Wow.
history?" And he's like, "We have other pool permits." I said, "No, we don't." And he gave me an address, and I was like, "Oh, are you talking about the hot tub permit that the homeowner decided to bring in after we were already done with our work, but you put it on us because we didn't have our final inspection? Like a hot tub permit? That's not a swimming pool permit." And he's just a prick. Um,
Yeah.
no matter what
Just
I
being
try to do,
difficult for the sake of it.
it just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Um, uh, sorry, I was responding to the client that we're hoping to start tomorrow, but um, this douche canoe in Arapahoe County is just gonna get in the way. So I guess we're
Those
gonna,
people are so nice.
dude, they're so nice.
No,
Oh,
they're so nice. They're just the nicest people. I like them so much.
yeah. So we'll see, but sometimes there's only, I mean, man, I thought about sending a gift to the office at Arapahoe County for these idiots. Um, I talked to him on Friday. He's like, "Possibly Monday, for sure Tuesday." I called him today and he's like, "Can I help you?" I said, "Yeah, I'm just following up." He's like, "For what?" I said, "Well, on Friday you told me possibly Monday or possibly Monday, for sure Tuesday." He's like, "No, I didn't." I was like, "Okay, well, I record every single phone call that I have with Arapahoe County, so if you'd like me to send it to you, I will." And then he gets like all pissy about it. Um, Trust me, I try to stay on the side of all of these people because if you're not, they can make your life a living hell.
Oh
And
yeah.
fortunately, we're seeing it with this guy. But I guess it is what it is. Well, as my other business partner would say at the Meticulous Group, "Nick, you just got to kiss the ring." So
It's true.
that's unfortunately what we're going to do in this case. And it might take one day, it might take 10 days, it might take 40 days. I just don't know. But we're just going to keep plugging along and plugging along and plugging along.
We'll
You,
get it.
Darby, you know why he's the way he is?
Yeah.
Because Arapahoe County never trained him on his position.
Look at that segue. That is
So
true.
he just set his own precedent and does shit his own way and makes it miserable for everybody.
Right. Because there are no processes, there are no clear steps and guidelines for him. So he's just, it's Wild West. Bang, bang. He's just out there doing whatever he wants, that guy. That guy. If only someone would have given him step-by-step training and they had a process designed around that they use for all of their employees in those positions. It seems like that would be a really efficient way to do things.
We should invite him on this call.
That
We'll
would
just
be
send
the
him a
best.
link.
Yeah. We'll
Dude,
send
here's
him.
the other thing. You know what he says to me? I called his direct line twice, straight to voicemail. So I called the main line and I asked to speak to the plans reviewer supervisor, and I told her what was going on. She's like, "Please hold." Every single time this happens, then she calls me back, or she gets back on the phone and she's like, "He'll call you within 5 minutes or less." And he does every time. And he's like, "Hey, I saw you called a couple times." And I'm like, "Then why didn't you fucking answer the phone or call me back, dickhead?" Like, I'm so confused. If you saw that I called, why didn't you answer it? What's the point of having a direct line if you're not available via phone? I'm just so confused.
Well, he's obviously available because he called you back. So, I mean, just answer the phone.
Yeah. These people act like it's what their job is like such a big deal. Such a big deal. Yeah, man, you review plans, like get over yourself.
Yes.
And why does it
Yes.
take so long?
It shouldn't. I mean, especially for what we're talking about. It's pretty straightforward. It's all right there. So I don't know. I don't know, but I'm sure a lot of people deal with that sort of thing, permitting pushback. That's why it's good to have people in the office that know what they're doing and know some workarounds when possible, and know how to work within the confines of the rules, but still get some stuff done. Which you guys obviously, I mean, you and Rachel know all that stuff, so that is super valuable to us for sure.
I will win in the long run.
Always,
I know I will. I know I will.
they will be swimming. Those very very nice people will be swimming sooner than later,
One way or another.
one
It's
way or
gonna
another.
happen.
One way or another.
Somebody
Gotta
may or
get it
may
done.
not be here anymore, but it's gonna happen.
Got to get it done. Bless you, somebody. It's Elevate to Greatness with Nick Lippitt. Remember to head to elevatetogreatness.co. We do have the event coming up in the land of Zion. Those of you who are there know that's what it is. Behind the Zion curtain, we'll be going for the big event in May, and it's happening, right? It's definitely happening. Yes, it is.
What's that, Nick Forrest?
And, hey, Nick Forrest, is it happening? He looks tired.
We're going live May 2nd, May 3rd. It's going to be epic.
What's it gonna be about,
Yeah.
Forrest?
Well, let's see here. What
What
do
do
you
you
need to run a successful business? You need to know about sales, marketing, operations, software, just to name a few, people, HR, hiring, firing, financing, how to run your business, know your numbers. And I think we've got some pretty big names coming in to potentially speak as well.
Nick Forrest. That's the big name. It's Nick Forrest. Cat's out of the bag.
As much as I wish it was, it's not yet.
No, we do have some cool people that could be showing up, and you guys we have some cool space for it. So everyone's going to get a ride in Daniel's car. If you were on the call last week and you saw his car, everyone's going to get to ride in his car. That's part of the VIP package. You buy the VIP package, and Daniel will pick you up from the airport in that car. I've just committed him to it, so that is going to happen. That'll be cool. It's a cool car.
Would be cool.
Yeah, would be cool.
It's way cooler when you fit in it.
Not as cool as our diamond VIPs that are going to be flying in a private jet.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
Suck.
yeah. Israel's right. He'd be 4 hours late.
At least.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
At least 4 hours late.
That's funny. Plus, you can walk to the city from the Salt Lake City airport in like 12 minutes. It's very close, so you're fine. You'll be fine.
It's a cool place.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we better talk about training there, Darby.
Let's talk about training. Let's talk about it. I mean, you've been doing it a lot. We've had several new people in. You've been out in the field with them. You've been they've been going through all of the little. I mean, I was going to say nodules, but it's modules and things like that. That we kind of go through to train at Rocky Mountain Outdoor Living. So you're knee deep in it right now.
Yeah, I just, Daniel brought this up last week, and I thought it was a good subject to talk about. He brought it up a lot. And so I just think that like it's a key to the success inside of your business. And if there's a team member 99% of the time they're not doing their job, I would tell you it's because they really don't know that that's their job, or they weren't trained on it, with enough detail to understand how to do the job. So for us, training is super important. I don't want to say it's looked slightly different because we're training, 3 to 5 people all at the exact same time, versus one-on-one, but we're just super, super particular on like what it is that we're training you on. What is the process of training? Like step by step by step by step, even if it's something that you think is just super common, and everybody should know how to do it, we still train on it. And this is like a big part of the success of your business. And so, we've been way, way, way more involved in just the obsession of operations. And through that, a lot of it is revolved around being more in depth in training, and just look at the difference in efficiencies. Like, dude, our efficiency is crazy right now.
Yeah.
And a lot of it comes because of the training. Like, dude, Victor's probably put in, I don't know, 50 pools. And, every single time when I'm out there during plumbing or during some sort of startup, like I'm working with him side by side. The other day for the plumbing, um, I took a giant piece of cardboard off of one of the boxes that we had out there from the equipment. And like I drew like this schematic up with a permanent marker and just explained in detail why it needed to be done slightly different and the importance of like pulling water up elevations. And so, if you don't, then you get to the point where something's not working right. You're frustrated, clients are frustrated, the team members are frustrated. Um, and so, um, it's so important for the success of the business, but even for the success of your team. A lot of times when people exit your business, or if you exit them from your business, it's because the clarity of the job just wasn't there. And it doesn't stop. Like Darby, I feel like we train in every single sales meeting every single week.
Always. I mean, there's always new stuff. And even like, I mean, yeah, there's always, I mean, every sales meeting we're talking about specific things. I mean, I learn from watching you anyway. I mean, just, when we have clients in the showroom or just hearing the ways you say certain things or so, I'm always learning that way. But yeah, we have specific things that we do all the time. And it's not just for new people. I mean, I've been here for over 2 years now. It's not just for new people. It's consistent. It's got to, we were texting over the weekend, I think, about just how, like some of the changes you've made just recently are gonna, we're gonna look back at this year and go, man, thank God that happened, because if it didn't, you wouldn't have done this and we wouldn't be where we are. So that's one of the things that keeps us where we are, is you're constantly thinking about, like, all right, how can that be better? How can that be more efficient? Can we retrain the guys and do it this way? Just like you're talking about with Victor. It's okay. So I think that's part of the reason we are what we are, for sure. We lost him. We lost his microphone. I'll just, because his microphone's not working, I'll tell you now, it's Elevate to Greatness with Nick Lippitt. You can go to elevatetogreatness.co. You can also check the podcast the following day on Spotify. So you can listen to that wherever you get your podcasts. Listen in your car, listen while you're jogging, listen while you're, I don't know what you're doing. Just don't do anything illegal while you're doing it. Even if you do it, I can't really stop you.
Yeah, I don't know. My microphone just muted and went on mute. My computer's been really crazy lately. It just freezes 3 times today. I had to hard reset the whole thing. Um, so yeah, I feel like every single week there's something to train on, right? We're
Mhm.
constantly, dude, we're making like some crazy adjustments in Aspire right now. And um, I'm training on them almost every day, putting them back to the team. Like Stosh and I are going through them, Avery and I are going through them, Rachel's seeing some of the stuff. I showed Leslie some stuff, and like you sometimes as a business owner, I think you get caught up in the things that you put in place, and then you just assume people know, and they don't. And so for us, I do this every single time I work on something. We call it tell me, show me, let me. And so like today, like I was working with Stosh and we were doing project or subcontractor, um, subcontractor POs and then request for bid. And so like we put it up on the screen and I kind of told him what was going on, why we do what we do, how we do it, blah, blah, blah. Then we had a decent amount to do. And so then I showed him how to do it, right? So we talked through it, then I showed him how to do it, and then I stopped, right? And I was like, okay, you drive. And I slid the computer over and I said, you got the next five, right? Because it's the best way to learn.
Yep.
There's a lot of people that learn by watching, there's a lot of people that learn by doing, but when you do that process, then they learn through the whole way.
Yep.
And it doesn't even matter. Like I think some of the guys on the phone are like, I'm smaller, that doesn't even matter. No, like it does. Base layers of retaining walls, stacking retaining wall blocks, cutting pavers, like the whole 9 yards. Um, all of it is important. Um, So, we just follow that process over and over and over and over and over. Doesn't matter if we're plumbing a pool, doesn't matter if we're putting in base retaining wall blocks. And you know what? When you understand, this really helps you understand when you have team members that aren't aligned
Yeah.
because they push back or they don't do it. And you
Yep.
say, listen, this is how we do it. This is the process in which we do it. And then there's no excuses. And if they do it wrong, it's on them, right? Like it's totally on them. And so uh, it also provides you like a foundation for how the business run. And then you're going to find out real quick if people align or if they don't. And if they don't, exit them quickly, very
Right.
quick. I was listening to a podcast the other day and they were talking about how a lot of business owners understand or realize that they have someone inside of their business that doesn't align. However, because they're nice or because it's uncomfortable, they choose not to handle it. And so um, they they don't they won't exit those people, and then they lose good people because good people don't want to be surrounded by people who don't align with them.
I think that's a big kind of butterfly effect or whatever ripple effect of that is if you keep people around that everybody knows aren't aligned and aren't doing the things the way we do them, it starts to piss everybody else off too. You're like, man, these guys are, because they kind of become anchors and they kind of hold everybody down. So I think that's a huge, byproduct of not of of when you if you see leadership seeing that someone's not, giving them the opportunities to learn and get it right for sure. But if you see that they're not going to be a good fit and you see leadership exit them, that makes you think, all right, these guys are looking out not only for the overall health of the company, but it helps me do my job better too. So I think it's huge and for culture and for vibe of the office for sure, or the company.
Well, there's so many people inside of our business that affect other people in the business.
Oh yeah.
So if they're not doing their job correctly, then it's a trickle effect all the way through the business.
Mhm.
And that's a problem.
Yeah.
And so that's another reason why training is so important and like just pouring into your people and pouring into your teams. And I think Daniel's going to talk about this a lot at the event. Like he's actually been telling me some of the things he's doing, and I think it's cool. There's a few things that are a little bit different than the way we do it, but he's bringing his team in, I think, every single Friday afternoon, and they're training piece by piece by piece by piece by piece. They're also training like how you talk to our clients, how you talk to our clients when they walk out of their home and engage with you. Do you talk to our clients, right? Are you the person who should be talking to the clients or not?
Right.
One thing that we're always challenged with, I mean, everybody on this call is just fucking change orders. Like clients will be like, oh, yeah, 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 let's do that. And then you go to give them a bill and they're like, oh, I didn't know I had to pay for it.
Oh my God.
But I told you I would get you a price. And then I gave you the price. What do you mean you didn't know you had to pay for it?
Yeah, that happens a lot.
So it's I mean, dude, we're dealing with some punchless work at a house right now. And we're going round and round and round and round and round with this fucking asshole. And I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's a breakdown and there's an area that we could train. Um, we install I was talking with Avery today and we installed some stuff on a house. And he's like, hey, did you find out we installed this? I said, we did. I was like, I did not know that. He said, neither did I, because the change order is not signed and it's not paid for, and I've not been given approval. And he's like, I talked to the superintendent. The superintendent said that the client gave him a verbal okay to move forward. I said, I don't care. Like we're going to bring everybody in and we're going to go through this process again because I talk about it over and over and over and over. And if we don't have approval and we leave the site, the price no longer applies to the client because we have to remobilize. But, I think a lot of times, like the team just doesn't realize how expensive these decisions are. Um, we've been training on Polycam for how long, Darby? It's been a year now, hasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Been a fucking year. We installed 4,400 square feet of grass yesterday. One of the team leads sent a picture in for a material request that I happened to catch. Pallet, fucking pallet, extra.
Wow.
And so I
Wow.
wrote a message, and the first response was, man, I feel like that's pretty good out of 4,400 square feet. I said, no, it's not. I said, how many times have we trained on Polycam? He's like, shit, I should have used Polycam. Sorry. Right. Like,
Ah.
this is what happens, And so, like, we got to get more in depth in our training. And I know people don't like it, especially people who work in the field, but it's going to come to a point where every other Friday you are coming into the office, no questions asked. And you are going to train and train and train and retrain. Did you see that, Darby?
But
Which one is that? Oh, you're not on the text message. Shit. Um, oh man, this is funny. I'm gonna send you a picture. So I'm gonna be distracted like hell now. Oh
oh no.
no, but like just because you train on somebody on something once, you think that they get it, but they don't. Joe's been working here for 17 years and we're still going over the same shit and going over the same shit and going over the same shit. And it's crucial to the success of your business. I'm going to tell you that in the outdoor living space, no questions asked, you can pull a net profit somewhere between 15 and 20%. The internet's going to tell me I'm a liar. They're going to call me out. They're going to telling me I'm fake. They're going to ask me to prove it. This is just another step to that. Another step to that is training, right? Like, because when you don't train or you're not obsessed with training, that's going to be my new obsession. Training. Watch out, Nick Forrest. Watch out, Darby.
I'm
Watch
ready
out.
for it though.
You and I are going to be on consultations together all the way back from the beginning. But dude, I went on one the other day. It was so awkward. I didn't have a leave behind. I didn't have all the stuff. I didn't have a pool book. Uh, I was just like, after I had a conversation with the guy, I was like, man, I'm so out of the loop because I don't do this anymore. I haven't done this
Right.
in forever.
Yeah.
So um
Yeah. No, it's good to keep your sea legs. What people don't understand too sometimes is like these tools like a Polycam, and someone just asked in the chat what Polycam is, so I put a link in the chat for what Polycam is. Basically, it allows you to measure elevations. You get all your measurements via your phone, so you're not walking around with a wheel or a tape measure. It saves, man, it saves time. It's pretty amazing. But these tools help do your job easier. So like you might be resistant to them because you've not done it, or you don't like phones, you don't like apps, or you don't like software, whatever it is. But these things are put in place not only because all these things are put in place because they help you do your job better and more efficiently, which makes it easier for you. So, stop fighting things. Stop being so damn stubborn and just kind of trust the process. Trust the process, man. Trust the process, especially if you see people like someone like Nick, who you see with the kind of success he has. Like he's not just having you do something just for the hell of it. So I think, understanding these things help you do your job better. They help make your job easier, not harder. It's easier, not harder.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Right? Like, dude, let's go back to the beginning 3 years ago. And let's talk about Aspire for a minute, right? Our software. Were you here for the initial implementation? You were not, were you?
It was already there when I got there.
So me, Rachel, Avery, of people who are left, let's see. I think it's the three of us. Dude, I wasn't obsessed with the training, right? It was kind of like one ear out the other.
Mhm.
Dude, I paid for this software for like 7 months and never ever even logged into it. And um and I just like, if I would have become obsessed with the process and then turned around and trained my team on it, like just imagine, I think about this all the time. Just imagine if I knew today what I knew today, I knew 3 years ago, right? And if what I knew 3 years ago or today, I knew 10 years ago or 12 years ago or 15 years ago, right? Like it drives me absolutely crazy. And I see it all the time. When I go to present at these conferences, um, I so badly want to call out the people in the room who are doing this, right?
Mm.
Or like there was this one guy at Utah. He was like dozing on. He was like this. And he was like sitting right in front of me, 2 rows back. And I so badly just want to go over there and slap the table, you know?
Yes. What are you getting out of this, man?
I also think it's important for like if you are being trained, you should be engaged in what is going on. Like it's going to the things that I do and the shit I'm implementing and the stuff I'm doing behind the scenes is to make everybody's job easier. Nothing that I'm doing am I trying to make your job harder. I'm trying to make it easier, right? Like I don't bring, like, let's go to the Elevate world, right? Like I don't bring people in and do lives and do this and do that and have these calls, and then do coaching to make your life harder, right? Like, yeah, I'm teaching you how to use the systems the right way. It's different than what you're used to. And you might think, I don't need this. I said this 100 times. I tell you guys all the time. I have made every mistake that you've already made or that you're going to make. If we can't prevent you from making it, I've already made it. Ask Rachel, how many times or how many months or how many years was I like, I don't need this, I don't need that, I don't need coaching, I don't need help. I know what I'm doing. I'm a good business owner. Like it was like I just wish I would have absorbed more things. So now when I go to these conferences, dude, I'm in the zone. Like most of the time my phone is on silent. My phone rarely rings in the office. It was ringing yesterday because I had turned it on for something, but like, dude, I miss calls all the time because I don't even realize my phone is ringing. Because if I don't, I cannot engage in what it is that I'm trying to do. Um, and it drives me nuts.
Yeah, that's important for sure. I always answer your calls on first ring, though, to be clear, just in case. No, I do. Like when I know I'm writing bids or I'm doing things like that, I do, mute my phone while I'm doing it. And then, I'll check it periodically, but it's okay to not be reachable every millisecond of the day. If it helps you focus to get some tasks completed, for sure. You look tired, Angel. Welcome back, though. You look tired.
If you can't engage, don't train. Right. Some of the guys that I coach one-on-one or some of the companies I coach one-on-one, like if they're not engaged, I'm like, hey man, let's just reschedule this call. I got shit to do. Like,
Yeah.
If you're not going to pay attention and engage in what we're doing, this is just a waste of my time.
Or if you're not trying to activate any of the stuff or trying to put any of it in place, it's like you're not listening. You've had guys you've said, listen, you're not listening. You're not doing these things, and I just can't do it anymore. So you've had to fire people for that reason.
Yeah, man. If people aren't willing to train, they gotta go.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you got all the skin in the game.
Yeah.
All the skin in the game.
Nick, that's was one of the reasons why I got people reach out to me left and right to ask questions, right? And then I'm just trying to be nice. Go up there, hop on a Zoom call with them or whatever, offer it for free. Dude, just same way like I said, it gives you such a low energy when like they work on their phone, their dog barking, their kids running around and all that stuff. I'm like, bro, I'm like, you know how much I would charge somebody to do this, and you just like you're wasting my time. So now when somebody want to talk to me, I'm like, you gotta pay me for it. It's not
Right.
it's you gotta pay me. I'm charging you X amount of dollars per hour. You gotta pay for it, and that way, like the onboarding that you mentioned.
Somebody was
on my
listening when I
software.
was having a phone call with him.
Yeah, it's just like no, this is free stuff. People tend to not really care a lot, and they don't value it. When you start charging, that's when it gets serious. It's funny the way I do it with Linkify. With my software, I used to give free onboarding. Nobody hop on. Like people would miss onboarding left and right. And now that I start charging for it, freaking people now like hop on and pay attention and all that stuff. I'm like, oh, it's funny how the world works.
Yeah.
So
that's
everybody on this phone call can now thank Ty because starting tomorrow, it is no longer free.
Oh, there it is. Thanks, Ty.
Dude, no,
There it is.
no, honestly, that's what I was gonna text you. I'm like, you should start charging for this call and just do it like maybe like once a month or something, a special one, but a weekly thing that we'll talk about this topic, $100 to get in or $50 to get in or something. And then if we get three people, those are the three people will have their camera on and listening to you. You get more engaging conversation and more fun conversation that way.
Yeah.
100% charge for it. Don't charge me though, because we're part of the people.
Ty's on fire too, calling out people with no cameras on. Let's go, Ty. I'm liking it.
Dude, Ty, after our live the other day, I had lots of people reach out. And I think like they started thinking again and they were like, holy shit. Like,
Yeah.
I gotta get this figured out, and There's just, I mean,
I
we're-
got three. I got three people open the camera real fast. Like, bro, I'm here. Don't kick me out.
yeah. So you know what we used to do, Ty? You know what we used to do? We used to tell you if you didn't turn your camera on, we'd put you back in the waiting room.
Yep.
There we go, Tyler. There we go,
Got a
Tyler.
bunch
There we
of
go,
Put your
Tyler.
camera on, or we're putting you back in the waiting room. Because it's hard to
There's
tell when
Israel.
people are
There he
awake
is.
without their camera's on, right? Like turn on your camera, right? Like my camera's on. If I did this, would you guys be inclined to sit here and listen to me? Would you be like, oh, I wonder what Nick's doing,
I
right?
hate talking to the freaking wall. And bro, your time, that's why I give you so much respect. Like your time was so much, and you're up here every week, right on time. Rachel is here, W is here, Nick is here, like your whole team is here, and and you're doing it for absolutely free, and anybody can join.
Yep.
That's crazy. And like truly, if you just sit and then just listen, there's always something that you learn, like that pin geo whatever advertising geo fencing advertising thing.
Oh yeah.
That was like $1 million box idea. That's like $10,000 will pay for it. Now I'm like every event that I go to, especially for Linkify, or like the trade show or whatever, like the garden show,
Or the
pin
Belgrade stuff,
that
all
and
of
then
it.
run ad. It makes so much freaking sense. There's like, oh my God, this is fucking awesome. I'm gonna do that all the time.
Dude, you
It's
should
like
just
ten
figure out.
thousand dollar easy.
If you feel bad about not paying for it, I'll send you the Stripe link.
No, Darby's the first one that joined the
VIP.
$10,000 ticket for Utah.
Let's go.
We Ty, you should. I was just now that you say this, dude. Here's the other thing. I tell people all the time. When I'm in the room with you guys, I am also learning. When I hear feedback, when I'm at these Belgard events, when I get these questions, when I hear people say stuff, and I'm like, son of a bitch, why didn't I think of that? Like, it seems so simple. I mean, Daniel and I go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. When you put the two of us in the room, it's crazy. Like, we just sit there and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. When I went to Utah, Daniel and I basically hung out from 6:30 or 7 o'clock in the morning till like 10 or 11 at night. Rachel was we're sitting at the dinner table together, and Rachel's texting me from across the table. Are we ever gonna go? I'm tired. Let's go to bed. Is this ever gonna finish? Like I'm good for the day. And we just go on and on and on and on and like because we're just feeding and vibing off of each other. And some of the stuff he said last week, or some of the stuff he said on the live we did just a couple days ago, like there's so much you will learn from everybody. Something. I listen to a podcast every single morning on the way to work, and I I randomize it and what I listen to, and every single time there's some sort of takeaway, and I text it to myself so that I don't forget. But Ty, what I was going to tell you, go away. Um, what I was going to tell you, Ty, dude, you should go get a list of every single landscape event out there and start geotagging all of them. Hey, what's that kid's name in Chicago that trains all those kids on how to do all the hardscape installs? You know who I'm talking about? Somebody on here's got to know. If you know, unmute yourself.
Hardscape Mentor.
No, not him too. Not him.
Oh, okay.
Caleb Ballman.
Cruise line.
Crux. Yeah, dude. You should pull up his office address and geotag the fucking building for the entire winter because he brings 25 students into that building every single week.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then in the summer, untag it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
then when he starts training again, retag it.
Yep. Makes
You
sense.
should be following along and watching where Marty Grender's moving around to. Like that guy's always moving to some event. Tag it.
Yeah.
Like
No, what you were
Dude, you
saying
should
about
tag-
like, finding all this event and then tag it, that's exactly what I did. I'm like, I'll go find all these big event that people contract to go, and that's how I run my ad now. It's just geofencing, so those events.
listen to this. What's the new big up and coming software that just hit 10,000 subscribers? It's got the orange logo.
Job threat.
JobTread.
Mhm.
They post their training schedule online. Go geotag every single location they train at.
Steal all the contractor from
Dude,
them.
I'm just telling you, it's good. Like you're just a good business owner. You just understand marketing. You know, like Nick Forrest, next Wednesday when we have our marketing call, you should tell Katie to geotag every single competitor that we have that has a showroom. When these clients walk into the showroom like we have clients walk into our showroom that are not under contract yet, Darby.
Yeah.
Like if we weren't in our building and we geotagged Mosaic's building, right? Go, you know what we should do? Go geotag Lifescapes. Go geotag Designs by Sundown, right? Like go geotag these companies that clients come into their office.
Mhm.
So when they walk in the door, Rocky Mountain Outdoors Living ad hits their phone.
Can you do a quick recap on what geotagging is? Angel's asking.
Yeah, so basically, depending on who does your marketing for you, Angel, when you can geotag something very specific. So I'll give you an example. When Ty and I were talking last time, um, like the Denver Garden and Home Show is at the Colorado Convention Center for 10 days. And basically, what you can do is you can take your advertising that you spend on social media and you can geotag that building. So basically, you can I mean, you could even geotag like 2 miles around the building because people are going to park and walk. But basically, we're taking our ads and we're focusing really heavy in that specific location for a period of time. And so, like during the Garden Home Show, we will geotag outdoor living to the Colorado Garden and Home Show to the Colorado Convention Center. So when 30 or 40,000 people walk in that door, our ads start to hit their phones. And so I'm so confused. So basically, if you're geotagging a specific location, you are now targeting the people who walk into that fence, whatever it is that you're advertising. So if you know, Angel, that there's a big garden and home show or a big pool show or a big outdoor expo or a big something that you were like, here's the other thing for some of you guys, like it's expensive to be in the garden and home show, right? 5 grand, 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand, 50 grand. And if you're not in a position to spend that money, we have the Castle Rock Garden and Home shows coming up like in a month or a month and a half. I'm not even going to spend the money there because I don't want to sit there and waste time. However, I'm going to take my ads and I'm going to target that facility for 72 hours because those people who walk into that building are interested in the services that we have to offer. So the
Mhm.
other thing we geotag is like, we don't geotag all these big fancy outdoor living spaces that we build down in Aurora on Colfax. We just don't, right? Those people aren't interested. You know, we build outdoor living spaces that are more expensive than their houses, you know, which is fine, right? Like, I'm certainly not like, I'm just targeting the right type of client.
Yeah.
So you can target people based on age, income, household income, house value, net worth, where they shop, blah, blah, blah. You can take that and go to the next level and say, okay, I want to go beep, 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 and I want to push all of my ads to that general area for the next 72 hours. So it's just understanding what is going on in your surrounding area and then utilizing what marketing allows you to do. It used to be even better, and then Google got a slap on the hand from US government for basically capturing way too much data. And so now it's become a little bit more challenging and we have to get a little bit more strategic with it, but it it's still crazy, like the things you can do. Here's the other thing. Let's get off geotagging for a second and continue on this marketing world. I want to know how many people on this call know or don't know. Inside of Facebook, you can put 1,000 people in that you have done business with before. Sergio, stay out of my geotags. Just kidding. In Facebook, you can put 1,000 prior clients into it. And Facebook will take every single thing they know about those 1,000 people. They will put them in a little bucket and they will build you an algorithm. And you will only target like people. So if, let's say that out of 1,000 people, so you like just start plugging them in, but you can plug in up to 1,000, I think it is. And so as you start to plug in clients that you're like, oh, these are really good clients. These are the kind of people I want to work for. I want to find more people like this. You just put in their information, name, phone number, email, address. Facebook goes out and learns all the shit they can, pulls it all back in. Then you put in 10. They find like-minded things about those 10 people. You put in 10 more, then they bucket into 20, then to 50, then to 100, then to 150. Like it's not a coincidence that every single person calling Nick Forrest right now is looking for a swimming pool. We are targeting like-minded people in every single thing that we do. So when we want to target people who are looking for decks and carpentry and things like that, then we probably target a different type of person. However, when you're targeting outdoor living spaces, like we've built these targets. Here is the common thing about every single person on this call and the clients that they do business with. If you are doing business with clients who are spending, what do you think, Darby, $50,000 or more?
Yeah.
For those that are doing jobs that are 5, 10, 15, $20,000, maybe not. But if you are doing projects with people who are spending 50 grand or more, for sure 100, and I 100% guarantee if it's 250 or more, these people work out at a place like Lifetime Fitness. They grocery shop at Whole Foods or something similar. They go to Starbucks, right? Like all of these people do the exact same shit, right? They live the same lifestyles. And so they eat at these same specific restaurants, right? They entertain at these exact same events. They all have very similar like position jobs. They're not all in tech, but they're all at equal level types of jobs inside of whatever business it is that they do. You take all of these people, you mingle them up into a ball, and then Facebook goes and finds you more people just like that. Darby, how many people have you walked into their home and they're like, I didn't even want a swimming pool,
Oh,
or I didn't even know I wanted a swimming pool?
no, that happens. That happens
All the time.
Yeah, all the time.
Like, I would bet, I mean, I don't know, 30 to 50% of the people that we sell swimming pools to never actually went online and searched swimming pool builder. We took an outdoor living space on someone who was like-minded to them,
Yep.
and we slid it across their phone, and they were like, damn, that's sick. Maybe I do want that. Like Darby, how about our buddy from the Grizzly Rose? He was
Yeah.
looking for a swimming pool. He told me all the time, he's like, I don't even know how you fucking sold me a swimming pool. He told me the other day did a final walk and we were joking around. He's like, Nick. So he was bitching about the view,
The
right?
wall, yeah.
And I said, hey, next time you sit in this thing, I think before we start breaking this thing down, let's see how you use it. Let's see if you use it during the day and during the night. And he goes, you know what, Nick? I never even fucking used it before. He goes, and I don't even know if I'm ever going to use it. I tell you that if I use it, I don't want that in front of my face. And I said, okay, fine. Okay, fine. And like, he's a super cool dude. So like,
He is cool.
Darby went up, or Avery went up there with me for the final walk. And he was like, dude, that guy just fucking tells you how it is. He doesn't hold back, does he? I was like, nope. Like, he told me, he's like, man, your guys' turf is awesome, but it might be able to be a little bit better. Like he was telling me, we were talking about the auto cover. He's like, oh yeah, this piece of shit. And I said, this piece of shit is $20,000. And he's like, I don't care how much it is. It's a piece of shit, right? Like he doesn't like that there's wrinkles in it. He thinks it should be absolutely perfect. And this is a battle that we battle all the time.
Yep.
He also doesn't like that when the wheels roll, it goes clunk, 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 clunk sometimes. And he's like, Nick, things that I buy for $20,000 don't do that. And I said, well, if you bought a $20,000 car, it'd probably do that.
Yeah, right.
But him and I can go back and forth. And I bet if I called him up and said, hey, were you seeking a cocktail pool in your barn dominium? He would say no.
No, yeah, I don't think he was. He wasn't even sure what they were exactly. Yeah.
He said, Nick, I know you hear it all the time, Darby. I hear when you guys bring people in the office. Your guys' Instagram's crazy.
Yeah.
Like I own the business in that, and it targets me all the time because I fall inside of these parameters.
Yeah.
So, and I know because I also get targeted by a lot of competitors in the area, right? So like we're all targeting very similar parameters. I'm not online searching swimming pools, right? I'm not online doing things that would target these people to me. However, I do fall inside of a lot of these parameters, and so I get a lot of this marketing, and it's genius. Like I know you're not on Instagram a lot, Darby, but I can't even tell you. Like Rachel should take our computers over to our dining room table right now, And look at all the boxes and shit that are on the dining room table that we've bought because of some stupid ad that came across our phones. Rachel tells me all the time,
Mushroom coffee.
mushroom coffee.
Changed your
Russian
life.
coffee, you said?
Yep.
Is it
Mushroom.
good? Is it? Oh,
It's so
mushroom
good.
coffee.
Oh God, here we go.
Rachel,
You
show
love it.
everybody the bag so they can see it. Apparently, this stuff is like,
Oh, I don't
It's
have the
like-
bag.
What do
I'll
you mean
put
you
the
have the
link.
bag?
Well, I
She gave
put
me
it
the
in
cute
a
little
jar
mushroom.
so it would be cute.
Oh,
Came with the cute little mushroom magnet. She put it on my desk.
Does it taste like coffee?
Yeah,
Sort of.
Is
It's
it
good.
called Rise?
Ty,
it is
just don't
called
go,
Rise.
just
It's really
don't,
good.
don't go just buy some mushroom coffee because it's gross. Whatever Rachel got, and it sounds like Angel also drinks it.
It's awesome.
It's
Rachel
so good,
tells
isn't
me all the
it?
time. She's like,
Yeah.
"Man, ready to
Yeah,
go."
I need to re-up my bag, and every time I drink it in the morning, like it doesn't give me crash like caffeine. It actually gives you like real natural energy. Like I mean, I love it. I think I just threw it away this morning, but yeah,
I
it's
put the
great.
link in the chat, but it does. Instagram gets me all the time. I
Oh,
told
yeah,
him the other day.
Yep.
I said I bought this because Instagram got me, but I love it.
My front door is always full of boxes all the time. I just kind of give up picking them up. So, yeah, it's never been clean. It's always boxes there. I'll leave it there.
I forget that I've even ordered stuff until I go
Yeah,
to the table.
exactly.
Like we have this
Ju-
girl
just
Ashley, that
because-
works for us at our home, and she unboxes our stuff and puts it on the table, and I forget that it's over there. Sorry, Tyler.
You're good. I was going to say, just because you guys even mentioned it on this call, now it's going to start showing up in my
Yep.
feed.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Especially if your phone's on speakerphone. If your
Yeah.
earbuds are in, you might be safe.
You know,
And
I
the
kind of
second you click on that link, you're gonna have a Rise little mushroom commercial going across your Instagram every other swipe.
You know, you get the other ones too, mud water that I bought that really doesn't taste very good, honestly. Good one. Yeah, it's not good.
I kind of like it. A lot of people said, "Oh, they turn off their phone because they don't want the phone to listen and all that stuff." Like, I kind of like it when I talk about whatever, and it pops up. Like, oh, that's actually what I'm looking for. That's awesome. I like it. I'm okay
Modern
with it.
conveniences. Well, everybody, this was a good time. And we do it every week at 6 o'clock ish. You go to elevatetogreatness.co to find out more about what we do, how Nick can help you. You can also reach out to me directly if you have questions that I can answer for you. And we are doing the big event in Utah on May 2nd. And it's the first weekend in May 2nd and 3rd. So be ready for that. That'll be great. Nick, I mean, do you want to say anything before we go, or how do you feel?
So we'll get. I'm gonna get with Nick first, but we'll get some sort of landing page drop so people can start to get the information, understand what's going on, and what it looks like. We're basically a month out, so we push this stuff at the 30-day mark. Like we'll talk about it beforehand, but we really start to push it at the 30-day mark. So we'll start to get some of that information out there for those that are interested. The other thing I want to tell you guys, like I think everybody here is in here in Elevate or is in Heartbeat. If there are things you want us to help you with, just tell us. And if we'll bring them to these calls too. Like if you're not in some sort of program, we will bring them to these calls and we will talk about them. Like obviously if someone's like, hey, build me a kit and Aspire, it's kind of hard to do on a call like this, right? But we'll talk about production rates and like how we do it and how we think about it. And so I would just encourage you guys, like if there's something that you're not sure about, or you're like, man, if I could just figure this out, send us DMs with the topics, put them in Heartbeat, ask us questions. It doesn't even matter. Like the things that we're doing right now inside of AI are just next level. The things we're doing behind the scenes through automation, the things we're doing with software, remote workers, like all of it. I would tell you if there's something that you are unsure of, it is most likely something that we are actively working on. Yes, we are an outdoor living company, and yes, we build pools and decks and patios and kitchens and fireplaces. But one thing I will tell you right now, I do have an obsession with the process in the field. But we have a whole team behind the scenes, and we are actively working on everything outside of the box. We are working on every single thing that you would not even think would be a part of this industry. And I'm working with some of the guys on this call on some of it. We go round and round and round and round, like all day, all night. If you are trying to figure something out, there's a good chance that we are actively working on it or have actually already put it in place. So if there's something you're trying to figure out, please let us know. We will definitely bring it to these Wednesday night calls. If you get pissed that we're charging for the call, just hit up Ty. If you can't afford to be on the call or on the software, I would tell you join the call. Don't join the software. No, but no, I really appreciate everybody joining as always, and we'll see you next week.
Let's go. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Nick.